It's now changed into the khaki 1993. The most special thing about this one is it is the cut of these pants are just giving, honey. One of the most unique pants I've ever seen. Hey. Yes, because I strut. We've made it home. You know, throughout the week, I kept thinking to myself, oh, I should record a breakdown of this trade. Although I'm honestly embarrassed at my performance, I'm not gonna lie. This week was not my best week. It was not the best performance. I know that. So, we're gonna do a weekly recap. Let this be a lesson. That's what I want this to be. So, my name is Soukeynaaimee. I am a developing day trader. I've considered myself to be pretty novice in my career. I'm only learning and I'm recording my learning journey. I am not yet a consistent, profitable trader, but that is the journey that we are on. And this week was really just one of those weeks where I was just not in my best bag. How I'll be doing this weekly breakdown is going through what I documented in my journal, and we'll just be going through each screenshot, and I'll be explaining, I guess, what was going through my mind for, at least for what I could remember. Okay, so I journal on Notion. It's my favorite thing to do. I put the pair, date, whether it's a sell or buy, my lot size, whether it was a lesson or a loss. I categorize my losses in a lesson or a loss. A lesson a green loss per se, if I feel confident in myself that I followed all of my rules and this was just a loss, versus a loss where I'm like, okay, this was a skill issue, performance issue, get it together. A winning trade, break even, stop profit or partials. I put the image link, and then I put whatever notes I have for that position. So starting Monday on the 28th, this was, I guess you could count it as a paper trade. This is a trade I did not activate. It was pure hesitation. My bias going into this session Monday, I was bearish. This is a screenshot on the 1 minute. We were just breaking structure lows on the M15. We had formed a breakaway gap. So I felt confident that we were not going to move above this high. We were just intensely bullish, and I was just trying to catch a piece of the meat, but price is moving too fast. Nope. Cap. See? You see how I just made excuses? Yeah, people, I just made an excuse. Oh, crap. I just was not ready. Well, I was hesitating. I was just hesitating. So, no excuses on that one. Here is the same day. I attempted to continue its move to the downside into this draw on liquidity. If you see this beige-ish line, I know that my drawings and stuff are light. It's just how I like it. It is what it is. Okay. Here, this trade, while we just ended up reversing, I do think that I could have been more patient, because going inside of this 4-hour breakaway gap, we had not closed on the M15. We only got aggressive close beyond this gap on the 5 minute, and honestly, I settled straight up. Like, I was not patient enough, and that's what that was. Price ended up reversing, but that's okay. I can take a loss. my bias is switched now. Then I became bullish. So after my bias being switched that day, I became bullish and took a buy. Now this right here, oh boy, this right here, this trade, this trade hurt so bad because it was really an impatient thing again. I was just so impatient and I was just trying to get into the move. Honestly, I think it was impatience and FOMO because I was just trying to be in the trade. With being in a rush of being in that trade, I not only entered early, but I suffocated my stop loss. So in this case, instead of putting my stop at this intermediate low right here, I suffocated it, aligning it with this low. This was purely me not wanting a big stop loss, having the ability for this trade to hit 1 to 2 and just wanting to get into the move, thinking it was going to miss me. This was pure emotion. But this trade did end up hitting take profit. I did not get that screenshot, but the trade ID hit my take profit target. This low right here never got swept. It never got swept. I was the liquidity and it kept going higher. It took up my stop loss and went to my take profit. So it was an emotional day. After that, I was just pissed. I hesitated on a winning trade. And my last trade of the day, stop loss hit before my take profit. So it was just like, I was in pain. Anyway, going into the following day, I only took one trade. And again, impatience. Stop suffocating your stop loss. Oh my God, stop suffocating your stop loss. Stop doing it. What are you doing? Pure fear, just trying to avoid pain. Straight up, this red line right here is where I moved my stop loss after price going into profit. So you see price going into profit, nearly hitting my, well, not nearly, but it was close to my take profit. I'm like, I want to at least walk out with something. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just like, I at least want my stop to be in profit. Suffocated my trade again. It took me out. Took a while to get to our take profit, but we got there. Next, following day, I took a loss. I said, oh boy. Oh my God, I remember this. So I'm sure you see the pattern. Suffocated my stop. It takes out my stop and then hits my take profit. You see the pattern. Nah, this one hurt really bad. Nah, just looking at it, it's just like, don't ask, bro. Don't ask. I know. I was just trying to make it get my stop loss. I don't know, man. Let your trade run. Just let your trade run, man. I watched this whole thing like I stared at the screen after I hit my take profit for like a good 20 minutes. Like I just sat here. And I was just like, I wasn't laughing. I was so hurt. Okay, laughing is how I cope. It's a horrible coping mechanism. I'm working on it because next, on to today, Friday 31st. Took this buy, ended up breaking even. We got triggered right here. By the way, we did not get triggered right here. We got triggered right here. And we were just playing around. I didn't like it, so I just ended up exiting. Next trade, we went into profit. I would say about close to 50% volume into profit. And then I just put my trade at break even because we have reached 50% volume. And then we came back for it. Now for this trade, we didn't come back and retrace off of this. This was a 2-minute fair value gap. I don't look at the 2-minute too much, but I'm glad I did for this time. This was a 2-minute fair value gap, but we actually just kept going lower. We did not. So the trade ID was overall incorrect. It did not hit my take profit. It hit my stop loss, but the trade management hit break even. And then the loss I took for the day. Honestly, the fact that this loss really hit my stop loss multiple times, it makes it hurt less. Is that crazy? Like, is that off? I don't know. Like, sure, I felt some type of way because of my overall week, but like, I don't know. I just kind of see this as a losing trade, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was literally a reversal. Because my thing is, I had a problem where I would always try to guess the reversal. I rather move with the trend of the market rather than continuously guess reversals. So it's like if I'm moving with the trend of the market and then it hits my stop loss, it's telling me that we're reversing. So yeah, I was like, okay, a loss is a loss. But in this case, I would say it's a win in terms of lessons and learnings, and it's like doing the same mistake over again. The same mistake. I don't know. It makes me want to like, yeah. And it's not like I don't know what I'm doing, and it's not like my strategy isn't working. It's really just me and my management and just being too fearful and trying too hard to avoid pain, attaching too much to the outcome of this trade. That's all that is. But yeah, that's gonna be it for that. I know that was a little long one, but until next time, peace.